Shoot. And we're live on YouTube too. So I have several cameras right here. If I'm not looking at your particular camera, just to let you know. Oh, I got a thumbs up already on YouTube. And I just woke up there. Thank you. And so today we're talking about the Lionsgate portal and how it's so important for you. Anybody know anything about that? Hey, King. Anybody? Anybody? No, nobody. I have no idea. Nobody. All these gods over here, nobody don't know nothing about the Lionsgate portal. Do you know anything about energy, frequency, and vibration? Do you realize that you are energy, frequency, and vibration? Anybody know that? Y'all don't. Nobody don't want to talk to me today. No, y'all ain't talking to me today. Y'all just want to look at me. I see people out there. Hello. Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me? It's the most important. Okay. It's the most important portal. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? That's what Beth says. It's important. Why is it important? Anybody know? Anybody know? Come on now. We on a journey to get to know it ourselves. You connected to all things. Your energy, frequency, and vibration. Anybody know why it's important? No. We just go into the motions. We know about Beyonce and Lizzo and Cardi B, but we don't know nothing about ourselves. That's what we're saying up in here. Well, today I wanted to talk to you all about the Lionsgate portal and how in the aspect of how it's important to you, how it's so very important to you because you are energy frequency. Yeah, you put all your intentions and manifestations out during this energetic season, like, right? Because you are energy, frequency, and vibration. We all are energy, frequency, and vibration from our touch, our look, this earthly matrix or plane that we're in, the sun, the moon, the stars, and everything in it is a reflection of us, like, right? Thank you. Everything is a reflection of us, of who we are in the physical reality. So the sun, like we're children of the sun because the sun electrifies us. It's energy, sending us electromagnetic forms of energy throughout the universe, like, right? And so there are certain seasons within the matrix that we stumble upon energies that serve us best. And these energies, since we are energies, come in the form of maybe Mother Nature, maybe the sun sometimes being in certain positions in the sky. And this is pretty much what was happening in the biblical text. Hey, how you doing, King? Solomon is in the building. So thanks, Gabby. And so this is what was happening in the biblical text. It was positions of the sun and the moon. Don't get it twisted. Your religion might teach you not to study astrology, but that biblical text had a lot of hidden astrology moments or seasons. Even when the Christ conscious says, when will be the time or the season of thy coming? The age of thy coming pretty much is what they're saying in layman's terms. There is, okay, where exactly will the sun be positioned in the universe for this age of awakening or this season to be again? Where the Christ conscious one roamed, where people had a Christ conscious yearning to know more about themselves. When will be that age? Well, I just want to let you know this is that age, and they'll call this age the age of Aquarius, like, right? And so we are now in this age of Aquarius. But along with this age, the season where everybody is becoming conscious, there are certain dates that are really, really electrifying to our body, energetic beings. We're all energy. And then this ain't just for just Black people here. I'm talking about all is God, because there's only one God. So we have recessive and dominant traits. Dominant traits make can feel it better and more intense because that's the position, that's the frequency or the role that they play in this matrix, where they are more kind of like in tune to their spiritual side, their spiritual essence. Maybe and you could tell it because they're so soulful people. They could dance probably more rhythmatically than others. They're really good at sport. They know and or in tune to different energies a little bit stuff better. They can feel a little bit better. but not all of them now, because they got some darker hued or melanated beings that are sleep.com. Okay. So this is not for everybody, but it just happens to be the matrix, how the coding is for everybody to have some type of difference, because we're governed underneath this thing called the law of polarity, where all things are going to be two sides. You get me? So if we're going to have hot and cold, we're going to have black and white, and we're going to have the so-called right and wrong, and the so-called north and south, and therefore and so forth. You see what I'm saying? Because we have to have two. But when we roll up the two represents the oneness, the whole, the source that we all stem from. Y'all got that part, right? Everybody understand that part, like, right? Stay focused. Yeah. Winter solstice. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, spring goes on. Yeah. Pretty much. You getting it? So today is 8/8, and today represents a portal in the matrix where they'll call it Lion's Gate, and they'll call it Lion's Gate because it's represented by the energy or the position of the sun being in Leo. Leo, you know how we all have a sign. Our sign tells our fire element. Leo would be like fire energy. And it'll tell you about your personality, just like how I am a blood type catalyst, and I can teach you about your blood type as it pertains to you. Now, see, this here energy is not, everything's connected now. What I'm talking about is the energy that's outside of you now, that's pulsating outside of you. So when I'm talking about the sun being in Leo, what I'm really talking about is the position of energies in the direction that they're coming from. But because you are connected to everything, that means you can feel this energy. And so these certain energies or times or seasons, they send us downloads. See, this message is not for everybody. So if you just pass it through and you ain't never asked yourself a question, and you don't want to get to know yourself, okay, bye. Okay, so anyway, I just had to say that because I'm not for everybody. I'm for people that's on a journey of maybe wellness, people that's on a journey of spiritual seeking, people that's on a journey of mindfulness, okay? So these energies, they come forth and they pulsate pretty much to your avatar suit. And so this means for you that there are certain points where activation is at a peak or higher for you to be. So if you attune your body and you're not a busybody and you're getting to know yourself, you can actually quicken your body to an ascension. So that's why I say I'm not here for everybody, because it's really for those people that's been asking for more. Asking, you shall receive. So when I say that I'm not here for everybody, the only people that I'm here for is the ones that's been asking for more as it pertains to get to know themselves on a deeper level, as it pertains to when these portals are open, that you will get the download instantly. And you, after this here portal or the position of the sun is in a different location, now you are a new being. Behold, all things shall be new for you. And so after each so-called portal is open, people in the physical reality are reaching new heights. They're becoming ascended. They're ascending. They're waking up on deeper ascension levels. Because there is no such thing as one wake up. Okay? There's no such thing as, oh, I'm woke and that's it. Once you tap into these energies that's pulsating to wake you or assist you, so to speak, in your journey, there's more expansion. So more portals, more seasons, more moments when the sun is in a certain spot based upon your zodiac sign, or based upon the time or season that you came for. It's almost like you are an all-knowing infinite intelligence. You chose your story, you chose your bloodline, you chose your parents, you chose how you was going to live when you was so-called going to die or leave out of this realm in this particular avatar. And being that you chose it, you said, hey, I'm going to leave something behind, something larger than me. I'm going to leave the 99.999% of my all-knowing, my infinite intelligence behind. But I'm going to jump into this thing called a human avatar body. And I'm going to go forth in the physical. But I'm never going to be separated from my 99.999% of all-knowing infinite intelligence. My human body is going to represent 0.01% of my energy. It's going to be fun because I'm going to get to this place and I'm going to go to this place. Really, this place is all in your mind. I'm going to go to this place in my mind and I'm going to have this thing called a human experience. And as I have this human experience, I'm going to have people around me. Like they're going to be reflections of me. And I'm not going to be totally 100% of my brain capacity. I'm going to be dumbed down. I'm going to be on a journey to remember or get back to my 100% brain capacity. But I can't get it wrong. I can't get it wrong because there's going to be this voice, which is my 99.999% that I'm going to think is God, that I'm going to think is my ancestors, that I'm going to think is an angel or my inner being or whatever. But it's really just me. And I'm going to be existing in this here matrix. And at my lower self, I might not clearly hear me because I'm going to be so caught up to this physical aspect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quicken my body every so many seasons. I'm going to quicken my body like on August 8th. I'm going to also align the universe to quicken my body to give me downloads, to kind of like give me a little bit of more of myself. Give me a little bit more of that 10% of my brain capacity. Give me a little bit of more knowledge. But I'm going to only do that based upon my wanting of it. Because I don't want to disturb my human experience here. I want to have my human experience. Hey, Larry, thank you for being here, Larry. I want to have my human experience and enjoy the journey. But as I enjoy the journey, there'll be moments where energy would be pulsating at my body. And I'm not going to feel it as if it's a jerk. But because I'm energy, it's really just going to be at a cellular level that it's going to be happening. And since I'm energy at low frequency, I'm not going to really feel the pulsating of it. I'm just going to tap into it, just a knowing or just a piece of it, or just an emotion of it. I'm going to feel this thing on an emotional level. And this emotional level, this emotional experience, this energetic experience, this aha moment experience that I'm going to have based upon what's going on in my environment is going to have me yearning to more. It's going to heal me maybe from my trauma. It's going to probably make me want to maybe want to eat a different way, maybe want to work out a different way, maybe want to practice mindfulness and wellness or get a deeper meaning for my life. In order, all of this here is in order for me to get back to my 99.999% of what it is. Because together, that's the totality of who I am. And so I'm going to go forward and I'm going to play this game of life. And so today represents one of those days, y'all. I don't want to be over your head. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? He who has an ear, let him hear. Today is one of those days. And so I want to share with you some of the things that's happening around. Hey, Miss B, thank you for being here. Some of the things that's happening around that you might connecting, definitely connecting. You might be looking at it as, because you only in your 0.01 physical, you might be like, oh, yeah, that happened. Okay, so what? But understand, a portal has opened, so it had to happen in order to get you into a certain state of being. Hey, Frank, into a different state of being with your mind, with your feelings, with your emotions. And so that's really, really all that we're doing. We're going to different states of being, and these states of being are allowing expansion for us. And so when you get to this place of so-called awakening, like the energy of the Lion's Gate has been present. It's like, okay, so if the sun is moving toward, I got to show you this here first before I get deeper. So if the sun is in this here position and it is moving toward the position where it's in this so-called matrix, the galaxies, like, right? It's funny, but it's moving toward a certain position. And as it's moving toward a position, you feel this movement because you connected to the sun and the energies outside of you. You feel it when it was getting closer. So what I'm trying to say here is prior to August the 8th, there was an energy that was pulsating and you were feeling it because you are energy. And it was igniting you to be more intentional about what you want in life. All of a sudden, you just wanted to get to know yourself a little bit better. I don't know. I don't want to do that no more. I used to like to go on Thursday and just drink, but I don't know. I want to get to know myself. I'm not going to hang out this Thursday. I'm going to just chill. And so in the meanwhile, they have to have, because we have like all of these reflections that's in this simulated environment, they have a stage play that's going on meanwhile, like, right? This stage play is for you too. Nothing exists. At least you ordered it when you were in your 100% of your brain capacity. So the stage play is going on, like, maybe in the government, maybe on the social media, maybe on TV. But guess what? You wanted that to happen because that's part of your ascension too. That's part of an umbilical cord, almost like yes, 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 because we're deeply rooted in it. Z2B True understands this here. Yes, yes, catch those infinite downloads through this portal. Yes, yes. So you wanted all of these different things to go on. Hey, Miss Grateful, you wanted all these different things to go on because you needed this to go on to wake you up. Because here, the ultimate goal for everybody, all of mankind, is to get back to their 100% of their brain capacity. And you go figure that thing out. You set it up that you cannot get it wrong, that you must return to your source, to your all-knowing. So, but you get distracted sometimes. So meanwhile, there's a whole stage play, get back to that point. There's a whole stage play that's happening, with the government. We have these conspiracy theories that they stumble upon these things, like even people in that are famous. It's just a stage play. For you, though, you think it's the so-called enemy. This is just your lower self. This is just an expression of you experiencing life. They must ascend in their simulated environment, but don't get too fixed on them, because guess what? Your purpose in your simulated environment, in your avatar suit, is to ascend too. So we have these people that be like, well, girl, I can't trust Beyonce. She a witch, she this and that and the third. Oh, the government is corrupt, and no, they shape shifting, and look at Elizabeth and da 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 da. She a lizard, da da da, and they send out media information all the time. But yet, what do you know yourself? Because what about your journey though? It's cool to kind of like connect with those things and understand those things that are outside of you. But first, you must get to know yourself and your position. Are you ascending? Because you can get so fixed on those things and call those things the so-called enemy, but the real enemy be inside of you, because you don't want to get to know you. And so you get and put your emotions and your energy on the things that's outside of you so much that you occupy. Yeah, look at Larry say, I never thought I'd be hugging trees. Because even trees are consciousness. You cannot connect it to all things. And so in this live, I want to teach you this here in an effort for you to make your enemies your footstool. Because see, when you really become conscious, you understand that it's a game of life. It is a game of life. And you, me, we playing to win. Win back what though? Win back our all-knowing. Win back our infinite intelligence. Win back ourselves. But while getting to know ourselves, that's why we never get it wrong. Because on the process of the journey, you might stop, you might chill, maybe a broken relationship or whatever would happen to you, and you think, oh, I could have been so further along if I wouldn't have da da da. But no, you ordered that. Remember? You ordered that when you were at 100% of brain capacity. You say, oh, I'm going to get this broken heart for da-da-da-da because I want to experience this thing called love. I want to experience this thing called separation in my avatar suit. So, yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to experience that thing. Could you be my husband? This is what you said because you was in all knowing and you knew who your husband was going to be. You knew who was going to break your heart. You knew these things, but you come in and see 10% of brain capacity. You done forgot these things and you're talking about, oh, but it hurts so bad. But you wanted that. You ordered it because you're God in your simulated environment and you don't even remember. So sometimes in our journey, we think the enemy is out to get us. I come to tell you on this 8 day that no, there is no enemy outside of you. You don't have one. You might say, no, but you know what I mean, those dark entities that come and haunt you. But here's the true thing, God. How can God be afraid of his lower self? How can God Almighty, the God, let's talk about the religious God. You know, the one that you got to climb the pearly gates and this, gold stairs to get to, that's sitting on the throne. You know how they project this thing in religion. Let's pretend that this religious God is up there, right between this here puffy sky cloud and this one here, and he's sitting right there, and he, a man on a throne, sitting in his chair, looking down at all mankind, and he is the most powerful one. You think he or it is afraid of the so-called devil, of its so-called enemy? No, I will take my enemy and make it my footstool. So that means in physical reality, in physical form, you as your physical avatar God self should be manipulating the energies in this matrix, making even those dark energies, even those dark spirits or entities, your footstool, because you have power over it. You have dominion over even the animals of things in this realm if you understand your God power. And so these portals, this line gate portal sends you a little boost of confidence, boost of knowing. Just every so often you get a little boost, and then the gate portal closes, and then you didn't activate. Some of you, not all of you. Some of you activated, and you realize, oh yeah, I feel a little bit different now. I feel like I'm on a different level as far as my ascension is concerned. But others, the whole portal done opened up, and you still stuck on ceiling. How'd you say ceiling? This is all facts. Yes. Yeah. You still back in 1960 mindset because you never asked a question, because you denied the download, and you decided that you wanted to experience more of that lower level. But here you have the power to make your enemy your footstool, right? But here's the thing, you gotta step out of that church mindset. Yeah. You got to step out of that church mindset, because that church mindset will tell you, and we probably all have one. I'm just saying church mindset because it's limited thinking is inside of that box. That church mindset will tell you, no, you better not know nothing about them stars. If you don't know nothing about the stars, if you're coming from church and you don't know nothing about the stars, you don't know that you're being activated, and you have been activated for a season when the sun was moving to Leo. You've been getting downloads. You've been underneath this energetic, pulsating power that's been penetrating to your cellular level to activate you. But religion will say, don't you study them stars. Don't you know nothing about that. No, that's the devil. But here's the thing, and this might shake you. This might make you a little nervous, a little bit when I say this. But hold on, don't block me. Don't run away from me. Just hear me out. Just come out your limited box for a minute. Do you promise to come out of your box before I say this? Just come out your box. You can go back in your box. Don't throw your box away, but just come out of your box. I want to see a yes before I even say it. I want to see somebody say yes. Okay, London. Okay, Solar said yes. Solar said yes. Ladybugs, thank you for being here. Ladybug said yes. Here's the thing, what I want you to start doing. This is what I want you to start doing. Thank you, Sandra. I want you to start doing this. I want you to start paying attention, aka studying this so-called devil. Okay. Well, hear me out. I ain't asking you to be a witch or a warlock, but in order for you to get out of that limited box, you got to know what the heck you hiding and running from. You got to know this enemy. Church don't want you to know them. They just gonna be like, oh no, that's the devil. I ain't going that way. I rebuke you, devil, in the name of Jesus. I'm gonna run over here. You running over here. You looking back at the devil. There's the devil right there, because you can't run from yourself. I'm way ahead of you. Thank you, be true. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you on that one. I'm all in. Miss Grateful says yes. Just Mary says yes. Okay. And so here's what I'm saying. I ain't asking you to go get no altar. I ain't asking you to get none of that. But I'm asking you to sit back and study that day and begin to ask why. Because in your journey of activating, this is the thing. This is how you get to other levels. See them people that I was talking about that I said that they were rejecting the download, and they're back in 1960 because they ain't never asked why. You said before you came forth that don't tell me nothing, don't mess up my human experience. At least I asked you to, higher self, inner being. This is why ask and ye shall receive. If you don't never ask, if you're not, I'm talking about even asking with your habitual thoughts. Well, I wonder why that happened. Oh, well, I'm going to keep on, That means you asked. But if you just, oh no, you just running and you ain't asking, and you ain't never learning. And the journey of life is about learning and winning. Learning and winning. But here's the thing. Wherever you go, there you are. Yes. So you might as well face yourself wherever you go. Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. So since this is a game of life and you playing to win, you got to ask yourself, well, why is it that the government, in these conspiracies, theories, why would the government be doing all of this here stuff to mankind? But what is really the energy that's really running this world? Do you think, well, do I think rather that in asking myself, do I think that this powerful God that runs this entire matrix that we all stem from would allow the so-called devil wild out like this and have a government? Well, maybe this government thing is like a stage play, and maybe really, if I pay attention, all of it is perfectly orchestrated for my becoming too. Oh, I see. So wait, hold up. Okay, so then we got the Kim Kardashian. Oh yeah, Kim Kardashian, her whole family. She must work for the devil too. And but wait, hold up. I'm gonna study her. Well, I see that they be talking about she be doing these little blood baths and stuff. Why is she putting blood on her face like that? Wait, I gotta get to know this devil. God has just said, I gotta get to know this devil. Let me make sense of this here. So okay, well, let me study what kind of blood this is that she putting on her face. Oh, oh my God, this is melanin rich blood. Oh, okay. So I want let me figure out this melanin rich blood. Oh, and they would like the blood of a child more than they would like the corrupt, narrow-minded blood of somebody that's been in a box of limited thinking. Oh, I wonder why. Oh, that kind of blood is more pure. Oh, it'll activate them. Oh, so since she's like maybe a lower frequency, she needs the blood of a higher frequency being because she wants to feel and have a deeper experience. Wait a minute, I represent that dominant trait though. Oh, could it be that it's about my blood? Well, maybe I need to be taking care of myself and getting to know myself. Because look like these people know stuff about me that I don't know about me. This is why you got to study and show yourself approved by rightly dividing the word of truth for you. But no, you scared of your enemy. Oh no, that's the devil over there. In the name of Jesus. And look at Trump. You just make up all of this crazy stuff. Why don't you study? The baby blood is pure. Yes, it is. Why don't you study? It's the season to study. Study to show yourself approved. Wow, that's so true. Never looked at it that way. Wherever you go, there you are. Are you studying yourself? Or you see some of your reflections and you want to study them to get out of studying you, to get out of your activation to lead you back to you, because that was part of the game. That's what you said you was gonna do. You was gonna get activated in these portals. You was gonna be ready for the portal. That's what you said you were gonna do. A portal is here. 8 is a portal. Energy is being sent to you right now. And so, okay, so let's talk about, thank you, Inner Being. Let's talk about Alabama. Oh, see, the Alabama little brawl was a setup for you too. Come on with it. You don't see it? It wasn't no enemy. Ain't no enemy. Your enemy is your footstool. Your enemy is part of your becoming. What are you talking about? The enemy? That's you. And so here we go. There we go. You use a wise one over there, Larry. Larry said carbon dark matter. Yeah. Because it really, really matters. So we had the activation prior to August 8th today. Prior to it, there was energy pulsating energy, it pulsated. You set yourself up. You had set yourself up when you were in 100% of your brain capacity. What could I do for myself before I get to August 8th to kind of like heal me from some of my trauma, some of my wounds, some of my broken heart, some of the separation that's going on in my simulated environment? What could I do? Well, I could plan something that's going to heal me while it heals others. Because the so-called dark matters, the dominant traits, they have so much of history in their blood, so much of trauma in their blood, so much of deeply rooted low self-esteem, low concepts in the blood, lifetime after lifetime. Because you are the ancestor. You done been through the so-called slavery. You done been through discrimination, lifetime and lifetime. You'd have probably been lied to before, mistreated. Yeah. You probably remember that more than you remember when you was roaming and ruling the land. Oh, yeah. That's too far. That's too far for some of y'all. So y'all remember the present hurt, the most recent hurt. And so what could I do? What could I do to get my healing, to purge me of some of my healing? Oh, I could have a brawl. Yeah. I could have a brawl to make me feel so powerful. Yeah, beat his ass in the brawl. And while I see that in the beginning of the brawl, you probably was like triggered, like, oh no, another one. I remember that. Oh, that gotta hurt because I remember that hurt. I know what it feels like and looks like to be mistreated and you being alone on the dock, and then they all coming against you. And you was only doing what you were supposed to do. I feel his hurt in the beginning of that video. That's what a lot of you said. But then hold up, the shift was on its way. See, you didn't realize it was a new season, the age of Aquarius, a new season. The shift was on its way. That 8 was 9, and that you had already orchestrated something that'll heal you from your trauma. Your little boy. You created a little boy named Aaron Randolph. That's what you created for you and those that are like you, because you're a part of a collective consciousness. So the collective that was still hurting, they needed this story. They needed this healing. And so, lo and behold, the black security guard was getting beat. You felt so sorry for him because you understood him. You were like in your heart at a rage that the recessive trait was beating him yet again. But hold up, it's a new season. Aaron jumped in the water. And there was energy that was assisting him to get to the other side, to get to the dock. But wait, hold up. You didn't call just that energy. You called some other energies that was on top to come down, that was on the dry land to come down. And then your trauma, your issues was being purged at the same time as you watched. You wasn't even there, but you were being purged and healed because the portal was opening up for healing for you. And there was a sense of ease that came when you saw, not that you condone violence, but because you needed to see this, because you've seen yourself be tortured and you have been tortured for eons and lifetimes. You needed to see that for your ascension, for your healing. So then the fight happened. And you couldn't stop watching. How many of y'all just kept on watching? I didn't even go to sleep. Y'all know my video from yesterday. I was squinting my eyes like this here because I must have had some residual little trauma up in there because I was watching like this here. I was talking to y'all like this here yesterday because I hadn't slept the day before at all. Just kept on going. Took a shower and said, oh, I'm gonna just stay woke and just sleep good tonight. So you had to see that because it helped you, heal you. It felt like excitement. Yeah, you felt proud. I even came and I did a little TikTok and I was like, well, I'm proud to be in America. Well, at least I know I'm free. I hadn't sung that song since I was in first grade at the little play. I didn't even know. Shit, I had gotten so far in my Akashic records that I remember that song because I sure don't know the person that sang that. But I remembered it. You see what I'm saying? And these things are set ups for you for ascension. Everything is a setup for you for ascension, but you get focused on the it instead of the beingness. Be still, it says, and know that I'm God. Larry says shadow work. Yes, Larry. And so while you and others like you may have had shadow work that needed to be purged and healed, and you needed to see that scenario so you could feel proud, so you could feel like, yeah, we waking up. Like, yeah, we tired of the BS. Well, it took getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. I tell y'all that's a recipe. Don't look at my website unless you're tired. I tell you that all the time. Don't come over here unless you're tired. Because if you ain't tired, you ain't gonna change nothing. Don't come over here if you don't have a reason why. Because if you ain't have a reason why, you ain't gonna do it long enough to implement the change. And so there you go. You had what assisted you, energy that was happening in the matrix, assisting you into another awakening, a purging, shadow work that needs to be done. But here's the thing. Not only you, darker hued, because all is God. Back to what I said, all is God. Now here's the thing. There's a time and season for all things underneath the sun. While you healing on this side, they had some recessive energies over here on this side that was watching. Don't think only dominant traits, only darker hued, only melanated rich beings saw that video now, right? So they have some of them, the recessive ones, that harbor the hate, that warning, once again, the recessive being to destroy your ways. I'm just saying. I can't talk about one side and not talk about the other side. I can't. So on the other side, there's some recessive traits over there that just don't like this other energy that they stem from when it's really them experiencing themselves at a different frequency. So we got two energies in the matrix. A kingdom, this is what it says in the biblical text, divided against itself, it cannot stand. So we got to do stuff in the matrix to make the kingdom not divide against itself. So the ones that are recessive, that have this hate, don't think that they weren't getting purged too. Don't think the portal of life ain't affecting and penetrating them too. Don't get this melanin thing twisted. Now you can feel it at a different frequency, but they feel it too. So they need some healing too. Yeah, before they die out, some of them old ones. You know what I'm saying without actually saying it. I'm on my last warning on this page. So if this page go off by, I already planned for this here. I already planned the backup for this here. I'm okay with it. I got my tribe already from over here. Y'all need to sign up for my YouTube and my newsletters to stay connected, because I'm on my last warning before my whole account get banned over here. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to go with flow. Just to let you know. Just for saying simple words like HEAL a little too much. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm for the all. But anyway, they have these other recessive beings that made up not like their dominant self, because that's really all that it is. So they need to purge too. They have to go through an ascension too. I'm talking about maybe them old school ones that when they was a little boy, they call people just that, little boy, little N-word, get out of my way. Yeah. Because I'm running this here thing here. You heard what I said, I'm by. So to see, for energy like that, to see, oh no, he's in that water. He's coming through that water. Oh no, it's not going down like this. They sick and tired. They had to see that in order to purge and to get their mind right too. See, everybody on the journey, like I said, and we all trying to get to the same place now, right? And those that will not transform energetically, what happens is, and this is why the Bible or biblical text will tell you, sin leads to death. You know why that is? If you look at it spiritually, let's understand the spiritual dynamic now. When you get to low frequency, that's all that the so-called sin word is all about. When you get to low frequency, you must die out, because that means you ain't keeping up with the energies that are in place in this realm. You have to die out, but energy don't die. It simply transforms. So you come back in a different light body, and you got to experience it. You got to go through the matrix to get to know yourself no matter what, because you signed up for it. So you die out with that hate, with that envy. You die out. You get what they say, sick. When you fall, they say, into sin. You can call it what you want, but you ain't going to escape getting to know yourself. So there's a portal open right now. And your purpose for the portal is to set your pure, I said pure, your pure positive intention. Your energy, some of your energy is on fleek right now. You don't understand why, because you've been getting downloads activated, but you're spending too much time out there when life is happening in here, when you're God. And life happens through you, not to you. So I need you to begin to focus on changing your mind on how you see your so-called enemy. I need you to focus on healing your inner being. Yesterday, remember I told you I didn't go to sleep the day before yesterday. Yesterday, I consulted with about 10 to 12, somewhere around there, people. I've never consulted for free, most of them. I sent out a newsletter for free, most of them. Maybe about 4 or 5 of them were mentorship that I have. I need you to put out positive intention into the universe. I need you to work and focus on you. That's what I was doing yesterday. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about me. I don't pay attention. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you for the beautiful doves. I don't pay attention to dates. Those of you that support me know darn well yesterday, when I was on my live yesterday, found out what date it was. I don't pay, because I'm retired. The date is at the bottom of the laptop, but I barely even look at the date. Because I don't order my life like that no more. On purpose, I like to be going with flow, free will. And so yesterday, this person energy that I had on yesterday, and somebody told me on the live itself about the portal, about this season. And I was like, oh my God. Still didn't think about 8-8. I was like, oh yeah, you're right about that. Still didn't think about 8-8 until I went to sleep and woke up this morning. And I was like, oh, somebody told me about a portal. Because I was like, what's going on? What's going on with me? See, when you're in tune with you, you know when a shift is happening to you and through you. What's going on with me staying up 2 days in a row? Last time I did this, I was on an ascension. Last time I did this, I was astral traveling. What's going on? And then I looked at the date. I was like, oh my God, I got to get up. I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning. I was like, oh, I ain't sleeping 2 days. Why did I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Because I'm on this high. And then I looked at the date. I was like, oh my God, I got to go talk to the people. I got to talk to the people. I got to tell the people. Because a lot of people don't even know, oh, it's just August 8th. Maybe they have some energy right now that's here to assist you into your becoming sage. It ain't just no August 8th, baby. It's a portal of life. But only those that are ready to come, or the doors of the church going to be open too. Are you ready? Or are you worried about your enemy? You ain't make your enemy your footstool yet. You ain't get to understand your enemy has a higher power too that it's covered underneath. And once you do your shadow work and go into the darkness, you'll understand that, wait, hold up. I have dominion over y'all too. In the beginning, it'll be a little bit scary, because you ain't never experienced it. In my beginning stage when I was meditating, and I shared this story with y'all many times before, I said, put me back down. I'm a mother first. And I said that based upon the fact that I was able to handle my emotions, because I had already seen some things in my visions, in my dreams, and they're all right. It was because I was over my emotions. But don't get it twisted. I saw things that did make me nervous. And I would have to take a deep breath, like, right. But here's a beautiful thing about tapping in and astral projecting and traveling with the guidance of your inner being. You begin to understand that that which you thought was the so-called devil that you thought you was running away from, that you have power over it. Because you got to know it. See, the ignorance and the fear comes with the ignorance of not knowing the energies that you're scared of. See, people are scared of everything that they don't know nothing about. That's why I told you early, it's time to start studying the so-called devil that you're afraid of. Because the real powers to be that run this land is perfectly orchestrated of one power of love. From the Christ conscious, the inner being, God, whatever you reverence, your Buddha, your Thoth, your whatever you reverence, it is the Almighty oneness that we all stem from. And so these so-called energies underneath, they can't play with you when you know who you are. They only play with the ones that don't know. And so what happens in the matrix is, okay, it become hell. So here we go with the people like, man, it was so hard, man. It was like the devil was chasing me and da 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 da. Before I became woke, and I felt like dying and killing myself and da 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 da. So imagine it like this here. This is the reason why it feels like that. Because this so-called lower energy frequency got all of these people over here. These are the scared people over here. These are the woke that know they self people over here. In order to keep this energy or people in this little box, in this little bubble, you gotta scare them like, if you come out, I'm gonna beat your ass. If you come out, I'm gonna haunt you in your dreams. If you come out, I'm the boogeyman forever. If it, it gotta be fearful to the ones that's in it. Because it's destroyed when no one is in it. You getting this part? Fear only exists to those that are fearful. That's in it. So for the ones that are sitting, the ones that get to know themselves, they are free from the so-called realms of the fear. And this is what it means in the biblical text when, hey, Bakiba, thank you for being here. In the biblical text where he says, oh, grave, where's the victory? Death, where's your sting? Because I am no longer in this realm with the fearful ones that don't know nothing about the devil or what they're being afraid of. I freed myself. How you free yourself? Because I got to know myself. Both sides of myself, not the, well, will Jesus do side only? No. What's going on with that devil? Because the two are really one. Just two sides. So we have people in these bubbles, in these boxes of fear. And it's like a little puppet show is going on. And they're running around. And then they have these ones over here like, well, God set free. It's free indeed. Are y'all getting this here? Because if you're not, you're not getting yourself. It ain't about getting me. That means you're not getting, hey, Alvin, to know yourself. Are you getting this? John 10:34. Now I got an understanding. Thanks, God. Thank you, Rita got it. Rita got it. She elevate. That sounds like you got it. Just by that name, you got it. So when we think about the Trumps in the world and the Beyoncés of the world and the prejudice of the world and the government of the world, you need to get to know what's going on with that. You need to know, because you sound crazy when you're afraid of the lower self. Conscious people sound crazy when they're afraid of the lower self activities. Either you are on this side of consciousness or you still in the box with the scary cats. Because when you're on this side, you understand. I don't even die. I've been doing this for eons. I can't get it wrong. Ain't no other place for me to go but here on my journey of getting to know myself. I live on. I set myself up. There's a greater power. The Alabama thing was to heal me, to activate me, to tap into a new season. When will be the time or the age of thy coming? Well, before you come, you got to get rid of that bag, lady. You got to get rid of that broken heart, that bondage, that slavery mentality or mindset. Before you become, you got to set your mind to another setting mindset. Even Lizzo, come on now. Even Lizzo, the energy, the act out of the Lizzo scenario, guess what? The Birmingham, Alabama situation was a healing for those that had hate, animosity, prejudice issues, trauma in that area, right? That was a healing for them. But the Lizzo, the fat people need a healing too. The ones who never, that's a different kind of healing. They need a healing too. So that had to come out right before Lion's Portal too now. Yeah. That had to be talked about. It's a stage play, baby. Come on with it. It had to be talked about right before the 8/8 date came so those people could heal too. Those people needed a release too. Maybe they weren't beat, that they were just talked about. Maybe they had a relationship for lifetime after lifetime that they resulted into eating food because, trust me, that is trauma. So they had to purge that part too. The things that are surfacing in this here stage play of life is perfectly orchestrated for the masses to see because the masses have trauma. Who orchestrated it? The devil? Hell no, God. All is God. All is God. Understand, all is God. Knowledge destroys all fear. You're right about that, Gandhi. So those people in that arena, the Lizzo arena, they need healing too. Those people need healing too. Oh, you gonna get this healing. If you missed Alabama, guess what? You gonna catch Lizzo. Cause maybe Alabama healing, maybe you balance right over there. So everybody ain't gonna see the little Alabama story. Sorry. Some people like, what? What happened? Because they didn't need that. Just like everybody don't go to church on that Sunday when, oh, it was a good word, girl. You should have been there. No, it was for you, not for your girl. You're going to be where you're supposed to be because everything is perfectly orchestrated for your becoming. Everybody that's here is supposed to be here. You can forward this here live to anybody you want to, but no, it's for you. You needed this here. You needed this here. Right here. For your becoming. For your activation. Because you're God in physical form, having a human experience, and you can't get this thing called life wrong. I am merely your subconscious mind reminding you of all of this here stuff that you already intuitively know. But you ask a question. And so since you asked a question, you brought me forth to answer. Ask and you shall receive. Ain't no devil. You alone and your mind is running this show. Ain't no devil. Even when I went to this ascension, my first one was really, really powerful for me. I was assisted. You're always assisted. You always bring your own forces to assist you. And what others might think, oh, was that the devil that was with you? Oh, it looked like dark energies. It looked like aliens. It looked like entities. Like that's what it looked like. You know, oh Lord, if an entity was to come forth in a form that doesn't look like a human being, oh my gosh, it's a devil. There we go, without knowing ourselves. That means we ain't never studied nothing. And so though these entities looked different to me, it was about a knowing of myself. It was about a feeling within myself. Wait, hold up. You look kind of strange, but you sure feel like family. But see, those that don't know themselves, they don't know what they feel like. They don't know. They never sat down with themselves in pure intent and said, okay, I'm gonna feel what it feels like just to be alone with me. Okay, I'm gonna take some breaths right here and this is me. Because if you practice mindfulness, this is what mindful and pure intentions come in. If you practice this, you could sit still and be still and know that I'm gone. And you wouldn't have to open up your eye because you would know nothing right there is in your physical space, in this matrix space. And if something or someone will come forth because you are so good at feeling yourself, you will know what it feels like to be amongst the presence of an aura of another energy, right? And so use this technique to find out what other people in your matrix feel like. That way, when it's time for these ascensions and it's time for something, when you get to a place of awakening, that's a deeper level, when you're astral traveling, then wait, hold up. They feel like me. It's called discernment. They feel like me. They look a little weird, but they feel like family. I'm going to go with them. Yeah, because it feels like they're showing me something. When really it's all a setup. It's you showing you something. It feels like family. It feels like you because it's you in another suit. Because it's only you that's existing in multiple realms, multiple dimensions, saving you. You are the savior that you're looking for. It just looks like other people, but it's always you. So in this Lionsgate portal, I want you to understand that about you. There ain't no devil out to get you. You out to figure you out. You got the freaking sun and the moon and the stars and other entities, and you got reflections, and you got your mind, and you got the thoughts of other people, and you got your thoughts, all assisting you back to you. You can't go nowhere else but back to you. You got Trump, you got Kim Kardashian, you got Cardi B, you got Lizzo, you got Beyonce, but you call them the devil. But it's you teaching you more about you. You hear me? You might be scared of you. You could be scared of you if you want to, but you're scared of you because you don't know you. You planned it all yourself. You pick your story, you pick your trauma, you pick your hurt, your pain, you pick you saving you, you pick the day you was going to end it in this physical reality. But here's the cool thing about it. Although you did all of those things when you were all knowing infinite intelligence, you could always change it here. Because since you wrote it, you could change it. You could delay it. You could prolong it. You can change your mind. But what happens is when you change your mind, everything else changes. My son brought me to a movie, Spider-Man movie. And in the Spider-Man movie that's just released, the Spider-Man daddy was about to die in another realm. And I was like, oh, wait, hold up. And I'm watching this movie, because my son picked it out. And I'm watching this movie. I was like, this is pretty cool. They talk about different realms and dimensions. Is Spider-Man woke? Me, I'm conscious. I got Spider-Man woke, y'all. And I'm like, oh, so Spider-Man want to go back to another realm or dimension of time in space, right? Time is an illusion, just in case you didn't know that. And so it's just like jump into another realm. And he had went to the wrong realm. Yeah. But before he left this center place, this I guess like a collective conscious place where all of the other Spider-Men were, they told him, no, if you go back, you're going to change everything. The whole web got to be rewebbed because you didn't change your mind. But you can change your mind at any time. Even in the movie The Matrix, they taught us that when the black cat passed and he saw deja vu, and they were like, wait, you saw something twice? Something's changed. Even the movie The Matrix was teaching you about you. You could change your mind. You could take your time. You could be scared longer. You could do whatever you want, but you will wake up. You will ascend. You will get to know yourself. You might be on a short bus, but guess what? You still gonna get to school and you're gonna learn this lesson a day. Some of you been doing it for eons and eons. But here's the thing. The reason why I come forward to tell you this is because this so-called age of Aquarius, the one that's in this here season, this is like the golden age, like, right? It takes a lot of eons and eons to get here. If you're live and you here, you gotta be kind of like peak and woke. I mean, you gotta be halfway there or above. Because here's the thing. The golden age comes so many thousands years, like, right? And like next year, if you decided you ain't gonna wake your butt up with some intentions and get these free downloads that's access to you, that you're gonna catch the golden years, this Aquarius age, later. Nah. For those that ain't, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They dying out. Yeah, they get it. But when they dying out, it's like they go into other. It's like they have two earths, like, right? Going back to the laws of polarity. They dying out and they dying out and they going like to 1901. Like, right? I just got banned on one of my pages. I just got banned on one of my pages. Let me take this one here down. Look at this here. Look at this here. Look at this here. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? We talk about life. We talk about waking up. I can't even talk about waking up, y'all. I ain't even say the H-E-L word today. I ain't even H-E-L nobody yet. That's funny. Anyway, so in this season, what happens is they die out. They die out. See, this message, they die out. Wow, Cassandra saying, wow, like what we were talking about, that was so bad. They die out. And when they die out, y'all, they die out and they go back to like 1901, right? They ain't going into the new golden age. See, it's almost like graduation earth is here. Okay, if I put it in layman's term, graduation earth is here, and then they got the people that don't want to graduate, kind of like the summer school earth, like, right? So the dying out that's happening now is part of you going there, because we must ascend. It's a separation. You remember in the book of Revelation when they talk about the separation of wheat and the tares? So we're covered underneath it. Remember, all things are two-sided, right? So we have two suns, two earths, two moons, everything two. Don't think there's one right here looks like one here, but you turn it right here, it's just another it's just different frequencies of that oneness, right? So we got these two earths, like, right? And they're like separating. And so the people that are dying out, since we're in a new age, this golden age, they don't know they're in school. They don't have no idea, man. So in this golden age, the separation of the wheat and then the tares in the book of Revelation, your pastor probably don't even know this. Tell him I told you. Send your pastor over here. And so, behold, I saw a new earth. New heaven, new earth. Old things were passed away. You see, because these people, they don't sweat it now. This is some lifeness, but a lot of this lifeness is going to be trapped. I don't want to say trapped, but going to tarry a little while longer. Maybe to the next golden age come. But for you, maybe these were the ones that got blocked. They're not part of the separation. You just look at it at that and you count it overjoyed. They're going to get there. Because remember, I said everybody on the bus, some people on short bus, but they're going to get there. Like, right? And so for you want to tarry on. You want to graduate. See, that's the difference right now of showing away the things that are teaching you about intentions and getting to know yourself. That's the difference now that we in a new age. You don't want to say, no, I'm going to summer school on this here level of school. No, you in the 12th grade, girl. You better look like graduating. You ain't gotta go to college if you don't want to. You can sit out one, but graduate at least. Because so many energy has been assisting you for your graduation. Now you don't graduate, then that means you're gonna be separated and you're gonna be back into this little earth and this little scheme. You gotta keep on learning lessons, but you have a chance to win and rise to a realm or dimension within your mind that was perfectly orchestrated by you. God's plan. Remember that song, Drake? God's plan. Yeah. God's plan for you. Each portal is planned for you. Each event planned for you. Each thing you stumble upon on Instagram, social media, all these platforms is planned for you. It's perfectly orchestrated for you, for your becoming. You got to make sense of it because it's for you. It's not against you. There's nothing against you at all. It's an illusion of separation here. It's an illusion that things are against you. But even when something against you, for me, and when something against me, it pushes me hard. Like, right? When I realized that, God darn, social media seems like they're against me. I mean, I'm only trying to HEAL people. I'm only trying to wake people up when it gets me. It just make me go, oh. It make me get newsletters. Like, oh, okay, I just create some newsletters. It makes me do free ads. Like, oh, look, come over here. I got a free calendar or something I'm going to give to you. You come over here for free. I'm going to get your ear because you like me. I'm going to talk to people that's like me because TikTok is against me. TikTok against me. I'm going to go this other route. I'm going to find another way to penetrate and to send out this here because I'm a balancer in the matrix because I know my purpose in the matrix. Yeah, and that which some people might say is against me, nah, I count it all joy. I look at it, no, it's for me. It's making me, because look what it's making me in the process of while I'm bobbing and weaving to get in the band. It's making me. Look what it's doing to me. It's deepening my connection with my inner being. Inner being is allowing me to trust and surrender to my inner being. It's a setup. If you begin to look at life like all of that, like everything is perfectly orchestrated for me, everything is setting me up. Sometimes I bump into the wall right here, but that means I gotta go over that. That means my inner being saying, get away from that. And you just go with flow. Because everything is perfectly orchestrated for you. You figure out where to flow at. You figure out where to flow at. So when something's stopping you in life, all you got to do is like this here. You just got to pour a little bit of yourself into it and realize that the water ain't flowing. You got to get out there and you pour a little something into it over there. And you're like, oh, look, the water just flew and it flowed right there off of the table. That's where I belong. Do you hear me, God? Are you receiving God? Are you receiving your downloads? Are you getting to know yourself? Are you connecting with your inner being because life is happening through you? Are you seeing that everything is perfectly orchestrated for you? I'm getting this work. Trudy says, I'm getting this work. I don't need a Metro card. You sure don't. No. Because you know why? Because you have the signature of God. You embody the signature of God. You embody the signature. You have it written in your DNA. People can't miss it. You can't miss it. I don't care if you didn't have the jab. That was a distraction too for an ascension, just in case you didn't know. That was like the spearhead of all of this. That led for deep awakening. So many people woke up, but so many people got lost in the sauce because they wasn't ready for the totality of God within. And then they have these so-called spiritual healers or Workers that say if you got the jab, you're done. Oh, really? No. How could you be done when God done signed its substance, its footprint, its carbon inside of you? So you mean to tell me the 100%, the God force can't trump physical vaccination? I mean, you done? Because you put a vaccine in your body, you done? With God's name on you? No. Then you don't understand yourself. You clearly don't understand God. You don't collectively understand the God within yourself either. That's the Holy Trinity. I've always wondered how it all worked. I got it. Yeah. Oh my, I got it. Yeah, I hear it, I receive it. Oh, I'm so happy for you. So powerful. I'm so happy for y'all. So don't get lost in the sauce. It is a beautiful age of Aquarius to be here. First of all, let me tell you this here. You are powerful just to be here in this realm. There are energies outside of this realm that are not forth because they aren't in possession of this power and might that you carry. So they stay behind. They stay behind. Though they are tapped in, they feel it is like not necessary, right? But you said, I'm going to go. Hats off to those that came forward that said that they were going to go with this ease. Hats off with those that came forth mute, came forth retarded, came forth with missing limbs, because they are so mighty and powerful behind means. We look at them in the physical and we say, oh, I feel so bad. Why? How you going to feel bad for God with that power that forsook everything to come to show you no thing? To teach you how to love it at that crippling, handicap state of being. It is powerful in the sense that it's teaching you love, unconditional, judgment-free, pure love. And it too is purposeful. It too represents that oneness of God. One God, one faith, one baptism, vibrating at different frequencies. So when you're sick, that's God. When you're healthy, that's God too. When you're broke, that's God. When you're rich, that's God too. You see what I'm saying here? You can't get it wrong. But at every state, you got energy helping you. You got a massive form of energy right now. And if you can't feel the energy of this portal right now, then baby, that's an indicator that you really need to get to know yourself. That's an indicator that you have been distracted in the matrix with your little 0.01 physical. You wouldn't let that 0.01 seem like it's 100, and it is not. The distractions, the meaningless distractions in your world have to come to a cease, and you have to get to know yourself if you're going to make these shifts. You signed up and you said, if you hear, you said you was going to do it. Because if you wasn't going to do it, you wouldn't still be listening to me. Do the work. And the work is within. The work is with your mind. Expanding your mind. It's all within. It's nothing I'm telling you to physically do. Remember, the physical is only 0.01. I'm asking you to totally be mindful. Be still with yourself. Be easy with yourself. Be free in your mind. Be fearless. Be confident. Be worthy. Be it. Be woke. Be conscious. Be in tune. Be intuitive. Be a person with discernment, with determination, with free will, with peace of mind, with vision, with mental clarity, with the eyesight of what the things that you long to have within here, though. The strengths that you long to have, the hope that you long for, the freeness, the ease that you long for within it, within here, be it. Be it. Because what it's doing is attuning you, and it is making you step up to this frequency, this earth that I was talking about. Remember, I talked about the two earths. It's helping you graduate to this. And when your frequency, baby, is in alignment to this here world, there you go. The golden age. Heaven on earth. Ascension. This is what you came for. You talk about Beyonce. This is what you came for. It's for purpose, for alignment to this new world, to get back to where you stem from. Woo! All right, that's the video. Your home is beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all for being here. Those of you who are in it, I'm a blood type connection catalyst. Is there anybody that's new here? They don't know that they're in school. Hey, Queen. If y'all have any questions straight from source, thank you for being here. Thank you, Inner Being. For those that are new here, I am Goddess Just Being. I help people on their wellness journey in the areas of mind, body, and soul. I'm a blood type connection catalyst, and I'm not here for everybody, but I do offer personalized guidance and inspiration, education, meal plans, community building and bonding, because this community here, and that community that I once had, those communities have something in common. They are people that's on a journey of becoming. So these people that's within this community are like-minded energies like yours. Nothing just happened. You know, there are some people that cannot be here based upon their energy, and they're not ready for this here message. And so I like to talk to like-minded individuals with holistic approaches, natural healing, and to bring people from their dis-ease or disharmony, or working on their chakra pools of energy and getting them in alignment to embrace the totality of God within, for personal balance and mental clarity. So I help people with mental health. I help people with meal plans, weight loss, cheat codes, personal remedies or herbal remedies that could help them, even in financial gain as far as careers in financial aspect, because I personalize by blood type. Because just how I was talking about everything outside of you penetrating and energy being pulsating to you, you are connected to a certain bloodline. A certain group of people have certain personalities, strengths, and weaknesses. And those so-called weaknesses that I say are like your trauma, your shadow work that needs to be purged in an effort for all of your chakra pools of energy that correlates with different organs in your body to be in a harmonious union for your becoming state of being. I work on within because I understand that life happens through you, not to you. And so within is the way that you get to your ascension process. So I do talk about health as in its totality as it pertains to the matrix, because I understand things here in the matrix are coded. You know, the foods that we eat is coded on a certain frequency, and your blood and the food that you eat creates a chemical reaction, and it can be either a positive or a negative reaction. You are always creating a reaction because you are God, always creating. And so I offer these things within the matrix to help you with the coding in the matrix. But once you tap in to who you really are, you trump the matrix. And so this is the preparation of getting you there to that place to trump the matrix, because you have power over the matrix, because you are God in your matrix over your simulated environment. And so I do that with product recommendations. I do that with being a mentor. I do that with herbal potions. I do that with certain herbs that I know that can activate your God self, your avatar self, like, right? So I'm really only here for people that's on a personal wellness journey, people that are health enthusiasts, and people that are seeking individual, maybe emotional healing, and even wellness professionals. If you like what I say and want to keep in contact with me, please, especially if you're here, because like I said, this year account was supposed to be a warning for one more, I would get banned, but it happened to be that I got took off on this account. But especially if you're here, I want you to look up in my bio, which is the picture of me at the top. click on the bio and you'll see my YouTube. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll see my website. And when you go to my website, within 10 seconds of being there, there's a newsletter that you can sign up for and be part of the newsletter. That way you'll stay in contact with me, because I probably do not always be on these social media platforms, because I've already set up and found my tribe elsewhere. And so if I do get banned, I ain't starting all over. I'm telling you that now. No, ain't. Not me. That's not the idea for something I want to say. I don't want to say I'm not, because my enemy might have another plan for me, but it's not a desire of mine. So stay connected. So I offer herbal potions, meal plans on my website. I even have courses that are designed specific for your blood type. And the courses that I offer include connecting blood type, connecting compatibility with other blood types, financial business decisions, and making sure you're with the correct blood type to help you thrive as it pertains to the matrix, to help you win financially. Even herbal potion as it pertains to your health and wellness by blood type. Your blood is connected, and it should be activated or becoming activated with these ascensions that I'm talking about, right? Because you get activated also based upon blood type as well, bloodlines, right? And so some people are kind of like getting more kind of like juices than other, in a sense, so to speak, but everybody at the totality is getting activated. But some people have different purposes, like, right? Since I'm a blood type B, I'm going to be activated in different light than a blood type O or A, because I serve a different purpose. I come forth for balance of mankind. So my activation might be a little bit different. But regardless, everybody has blood that flows through them, symbolic of in the biblical text, where the Christ conscious one said his first miracle was turning water into wine, when his mother was asking him, to help at the so-called wedding. So that was a parable of letting you know that you have to first activate your blood, that your blood is very important. Your blood is a footprint to your DNA. Your blood activates you. Your blood activates you when you eat certain foods. Just like it activates you to become sick, it can activate you to tap into your higher self and make you more conscious, make you become like the Christ conscious one. Hence, the first miracle in the biblical text was symbolic of transforming the blood, the water, into wine, which was like the blood. And then, therefore, after that, in the biblical text, all that was happening was miracles. Because behold, the Christ conscious one became conscious, and miracles begin to follow him. The multitude begin to follow him, because he in himself activated, just like this Lionsgate portal is activating people based upon where they are, based upon them asking the questions, and based upon them seeking the knowledge of becoming more like a Christ conscious one. You getting this? Sorry, I did that kind of fast. But I wanted to let you all know what I offer. Okay? So, wow, this is phenomenal. Blessings to you. Thank you. Love you. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. Found you just in time. Do you help with learning your blood type as well? The first link on my website is getting to know your blood type. So if you don't know, there's a kit. There's an at-home kit that is available for you to prick your finger, your ring finger, in order for you to know your blood type. It's called the Eldon at-home kit. And so once you get the kit, you prick your ring finger, and you'll have a card within the kit with 4 circles. And those 4 circles is going to be you putting a little drip of your blood and a little bit of water inside, and they're going to form an image. This is what a bio looks like right here on TikTok. So this is my bio, and in my bio, there's a website. You click on the website. It's right there in the middle of the bio. And once you click on the website, they're going to have colored coded links at the very, very top of the website. The first red link is going to be how to find out your blood type. If you don't know it, go click on that link and get your kit. It's this here button right here. The first button at the top. It says, how do I find out my blood type? So that would be the first place that you would go, the next step that you would take. So when you get the kit, you prick your finger, you find out what your blood type is by pricking that finger, and you're going to get a little cheat sheet that'll let you know, because your blood is going to form, the plasma in your blood is going to form a little image based upon the little 4 drops of blood and a little drop of water that you put up in a little circle. And your circles is going to tell you what blood type you are. So for example, if your circles look like these 4 copper looking pennies on your little card, then that means you're blood type O negative. And O negative has certain personality traits. They have certain trauma embedded in their blood. They have certain foods that they need to be eating for that are beneficial for them. And they have foods that they need to avoid that cause them halitosis, ulcers, what do they call it? Thyroid issues, and candida and H. pylori. Those are the things that blood type O's suffer with the most because they have so much hydrochloric acid that kind of like burns them in this particular area. But you'll know that. And then you can get maybe your highly beneficial meal plan with your fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, herbs and spices, and everything that you need as a blood type O to thrive, to take care of your avatar body. And then your hydrochloric acid will be balanced and breaking up your food properly because you'll not be consuming those things that you should be avoiding. Your microbiome diversity will become in balance again. This is all physical now. I'm going down to physical because I was talking about mine, but now I'm talking about the 0.01%. But it matters to those people who have not pushed their mind or became conscious in order to trump the matrix. And so your microbiome diversity will become imbalanced. That means your good bacteria will outweigh your bad bacteria. And then you'll have digestive enzymes that'll be replenished, healing your gut. And because the physical is only 0.01, what happens in the physical when your body is not in balance or not in tune based upon the foods you're eating, your negative thinking and everything, you are negative thinking. And so your brain, you have brain fog and you don't have mental clarity already because of your thoughts when you're at low frequency, when you're doubting and not believing and you're fearful, like, right? But at the same time, simultaneously, the people that are in that little fear-mongering place, they also probably have health issues as well because of the simple fact that now they have parasites or so-called low frequency. When you're at low frequency, that's, as within, so without. You remember how I was talking about the little scary monsters that's keeping people in this here box? Well, the so-called scary monsters, they exist in and out on earth as it is in heaven, right? Inside of here, they will have parasites that's keeping them from your body from absorbing minerals, like, right? So this is why this is important in the matrix at low self or low frequency, because you gotta come out of that box. That not knowing yourself, your avatar self, you got to come out of that fear and you got to get to the place or state of being where you're healthy here so you can be healthy here, because the gut and the brain are intertwined. This is why we have gut feelings. And when you come out of that, now you're conscious, now you're healthy, now you're experiencing well-being, you have the mental clarity, you don't have the brain fog and so forth. So I do all of that on my website. Whether you need your blood type, that's the first one. And then I offer meal plans. That's the black ones at the top of the screen. I offer meal plans. If you just want to know the plan itself, it's right here, this first black one. But if you want to know if you want to know the list, it's the first black one. If you want a meal plan, it's the second black one. But if you want a meal plan and weight loss cheat codes, it's the third black one. And the other ones are the courses that I offer. I offer consultations, I offer one-on-one interpretation of dreams, mental clarity, spiritual health. Sometimes I do free giveaways for 30-minute consultations, which I did yesterday. If you join my newsletter, you'll probably be able to participate in that one day. And I have mentorship where I teach people about spirituality and I sit with them and help them unveil all of the issues that they might have within, like an onion. You got to pull back the layers in order to get them free and have an aura about themselves where they're conscious. Because you could do it without the diet, but some people just need to do the diet. You could ask yourself the question, is my mind strong enough to do this without changing my diet? Because you can, because the mind trumps what you put in your mouth. Trust and believe. So I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, I'm done with my spiel. Let me look at these questions. Found you just in time. Do you help learning blood type as well? Yes, I do. I have a full course on blood type, learning about it. On my website, it's called the Blood Type Connection Program. It teaches you about your blood type, your personality, your worst and best jobs, your sexual drive, your trauma, even working on releasing the shadow work that you have to do. It goes in really, 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 really good detail. It's pinned at the top of the screen as well. Yeah. Hey. Okay. This is the next level. I didn't know I was looking for. Oh yeah, Anu. Oh, I like that name. Yeah, thank you. I'm happy you're here. Yeah. Are you from in no other islands? I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I was going to start juicing. Okay, yeah, that's a beautiful thing to do, to start juicing, but make sure that love you all. Thank you. Okay, Larry. My face is green, not blue. Okay. I see you. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I was talking about the juicing though. Juice is a beautiful thing to do, but make sure that when you're juicing, you're juicing highly beneficial fruits, because you have fruits out there. Fruits and vegetables aren't created equally, no. So you have fruits out there that you need to avoid. They have this lady with this beautiful page, a beautiful page, and she was posting about this is a juice for this, and this is a juice for this. And I saw it and I was like, oh, I know she mean well and everything. But I think immediately about, she had orange. She loves oranges. And I think immediately to myself, I'm like, man, she loved to put them oranges up in there. But oranges are immediate no for like blood type O. Like, right? Oranges, pass the scratch, wants to join my live. This is about the 5th person that wants to join the live. I've never even seen your name before. What were we talking about, babe? Anyway, oranges actually increase bacterial overgrowth inside the gut. Like, so for example, I'm just throwing that out there. So a lot of people, like, for O's probably wouldn't even know that. And so they'll be juicing. Maybe they would love orange juice. Like, yeah, you got to drink your orange juice. But for O blood type, they should stay away from orange juice because it's only going to give them more bacteria in the gut. And they already probably have a sore gut because they have the most amount of hydrochloric acid. And that hydrochloric acid gives them peptic ulcers really more often than not. So if you have like an ulcer or a sore in your gut, and then you put some bacteria up in there, now you got like a little infected gut. You see what I'm saying? So just be mindful that you really still need to know your highly beneficial foods for your blood type, which is available on my website when you're juicing, when you just want to just juice. And that's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful, but you got to know it. This is a journey about getting to know yourself. Appreciate your knowledge and wisdom. Thank you, all. I can never remember it. Okay. Interesting. I had a download about my blood a few days ago. Okay, you're in the right place at the right time. Oh, mortician. Okay, Mel the mortician. Okay, I like you. You got to be deep to be doing that. I like your mind already, Mel. Yeah, great job. Oh, Lord, I've been on here for 90 minutes. I didn't know I was running my mind out. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. And so that's not something that your doctor will tell you. That's not something the masses want. I don't want to say want, but that's not something you wanted to know. Because, I'm accountable for my energy. That's not something you wanted to know to just yet. You had to and wanted to go through those little, other diets or other little schemes or avenues in life to get here. You needed all that you went through in life to get here. Like, you never want to, I never want to take away my story. Like, because I needed to know or go through all of the sickness, the anemia, the low blood pressure, wearing glasses, hair thinning at the top of my head, and what else? Thyroid issues, weight gain. I had to go through painful periods. I had to go through that level of toxicity because look what it made me. Look what it taught me. And I wasn't ready for this. If somebody, even when I was there, when somebody used to tell me, what? Pork chop? I can't eat pork chop, girl. Bye. I'm going to just put a cold drink on top of my pork chop and get rid of the little worms or the magnets that you're talking about, because Coke could clean up anything. That's what I actually said to somebody that was conscious when I was still not ready, because I was not ready for this level of knowledge. But now I understand that pork is not highly beneficial for no blood type. I understand that as it pertains to the matrix now, and I can embrace that, and I can grow and still, eat other things outside of that. I'm knowledgeable enough to eat other things outside of things that's going to destroy me and keep me in that box, feeling dis-ease and fear, because that's a limited way of living my life. But I had to have wanted more to get out of that box too. Yeah. Oranges kill the good bacteria and blood type O. Yes, they do, Monique. Yes, they do. So y'all good? Y'all got everything? Y'all know how to reach me and connect me? Enjoy the rest of your day in this Lionsgate portal. Enjoy. Send out some pure intentions. Begin to ask your inner being the things that you desire, your shortcomings. Yeah, you as well. Oh, ask it. Like, if you know that you're suffering with maybe, I don't know, money, relationship, health, inner being, what could I do? Inner being, show me what health and wellness look like. You say that, you ask that question. If you don't feel beautiful, you ask yourself that question. You say, what is beauty? Don't say I am beautiful if you don't feel it already. What is beauty? What does beauty look like? And it'll give you a feeling. What does beauty feel like? Whatever you want, you are the Akashic record. You are the all-knowing. You are the God. You know it's in here. It's your 100% of brain capacity is in here. Don't think you only have the 10. You have access to the other 90%, but you got to ask the question for it to come forward. Just like you asked this question for me to come forward on this here live. You ask for these questions. That's the only reason why I came in your simulated environment. Ask, 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 and you shall receive. This video was from my heart to yours. Y'all be blessed, babe. Okay, bye.